Hi Virgo, thank you very much for being here. Paulina here talking to you about you. It's very late, I'm a bit sleepy, but this is a very quick video about January. So this month I feel is going to hold for you something really, really incredible and something very deep. I feel that the optimism is huge. The rush to get ahead is far out there. I feel that you might want to get a lot more done or a lot faster or with a lot more efficiency than usual. But the thing here is, unless you can handle it, don't do it. The thing that you have here is time and space feeling a little bit too together. You know, you might not produce very good connectivity. You might actually not feel very clear. You might feel very, very unwell or uncertain about your life if you push yourself to the limit. So you don't have to be at your limit's edge. You don't have to do things too fast, or you don't need to get too far ahead. In terms of your timeline. One of the best things you can do though here is learn to trust and the pace of life. Sometimes Virgos need structure to deliberately create time and to stretch out their timeline because it's a very contracted sign naturally, it's a very small sign. But one of the best things that you can instead fill your time with is not work, it's not structure, it's not trying to do things inorganically, it's actually to breathe and to take time, just to take the space that you need to take, and also to no longer be jealous or eager to please. One of the best ways in this life, one of the best lessons you'll receive actually during January, it is truly the time of lessons for all of us, is how to no longer rush. And also how to no longer march up and down the same street, not noticing what you need to notice, how to no longer generate the same conversation, the same reflection, the same situation over and over again, and how to make your business last. And yes, it is very much structure time for most of you, but one of the better things you can now learn is how to put in less time, putting more mind, or putting in less determination and more relaxation, how to do things in a very cool, calm and smooth way, but prepare for a huge ginormous shift. Jupiter is conjunct Venus and it's in a very sensitive placing to the Sun. I believe that by the end of the month you might have a totally different spectrum of time. You might have a totally different soulmate or an idea of a soulmate next to you, or you might just have a complete quantum shift in your mechanics, and relationships might suffer here as well. But the thing here is not to stay true to the hypothesis of life, but to actually stay true to you and the real quantum sense and sensitivity of you, becoming yours, becoming healthier, becoming less abbreviated, becoming less in struggle, trying not to outrun anybody, trying not to outdo. One of the greatest, biggest gifts of all during a time like this is the lack of control. And knowing that you can't control sometimes your biology, your feelings, your intensity, and how come you get a very good outcome here and not a good outcome there, no longer ruling your life with your mind. Epic. But one of the birthiest, most incredible things actually is starting to really seed anew. Starting to no longer terrify yourself with the fact that all the work you've done before, all you've structured before, all you've tempted yourself into before may no longer feel viable, feasible in comparison to how far you can actually now go, or what are the people, realities, and the sentiments and the mysteries that are available to you now. Unfortunately, not many Virgos can take lessons of life with grace. If you're structured, if you feel like you belonged, or you feel like you truly fathomed, and suddenly life turns things around and makes things impossible in the way they've been before, some Virgos might freak out, and some Virgos might feel, but I want to keep things the same. Oh, goodness gracious, it just did it by itself. Some Virgos might feel, but I want to remain the same. Some Virgos might feel, but I want things to be exactly what they've been for a long time. But also it feels that some of the more progressive ones of you might rush towards the change, or might rush towards this new focus with such almost disgrace of the past, or disgrace in what you have or what you had, that you might actually mess up your fractals. And if you cannot respect and appreciate what you have now, the future might be murky for you. So if you can, please be considerate to yourself, considerate to your heart, take it with ease, take it with grace, and please deliver yourself from any kind of stagnation in the past, and trying to keep in touch with the previous versions of you, because now it is no longer the time to do that. These versions are done, that is over. Perhaps some of you guys can see that already, that you cannot operate in the same way as before. So happy reawakening and reconnection, Virgo, and I hope that January gives you the best sense of sentiment and the best sense of time. One other thing is, yes, if you'd like to have a look at my website, you can. If you'd like to book a reading, you can. If you'd like to have a look at the Almanac for 2019, it's all in the caption section below, and Patreon is where it's at now for me. So thank you very much, YouTube. Enjoy your fabulous time and have a wonderful start to 2019.